Odoacer, the German who becomes king after decades of civil war, weak emperors, and Germanic foederati allied soldiers growing more powerful than the state they serve, a figure named Odoacer emerges from the chaos. The episode frames him as a practical man, a Germanic warrior who has served Rome, but who recognizes that the Western Roman Empire is no longer functional and that the only way to bring order is for a strong man to declare himself king and rule directly. In 476, Odoacer soldiers mutiny, demanding land and wealth as payment for their service. When the emperor's father refuses, the soldiers turn on him, execute him, and depose the young Emperor Romulus Augustulus, a teenager who has been emperor in name only. The episode shows Odoacer sparing Romulus's life out of compassion for his youth, sending him into retirement with a pension, a gesture that suggests Odoacer sees himself not as a revolutionary, but as a reformer who is simply making explicit what has already become true in practice. Odoacer declares himself king of Italy and sends the imperial regalia to Constantinople, acknowledging that the Eastern Roman emperor still holds theoretical authority, but making clear that he, Odoacer, is now the real power in the West. The episode is deliberately understated. Historians will later argue about whether this moment truly marks the fall of Rome, but contemporaries barely notice it. There are no armies clashing, no grand speeches, no cosmic upheaval. Instead, a Germanic military officer simply steps into a power vacuum and begins administering the peninsula as a king rather than as a general. The camera lingers on the mundane reality. Officials continue their duties, taxes are collected, laws are enforced, but now under a barbarian ruler. The episode frames this as the true end of the Western Roman Empire. Not conquest, not invasion, but simple administrative transition. In this story, the Roman Empire ends not with a bang, but with a bureaucratic reorganization, a barbarian king replacing a puppet emperor, the wheel of history turning so gradually that few notice it has moved at all.